So I Am, which is this big thing, the book. I don't know how many of you guys have seen the book? Have you seen my book? Okay, good. Okay, so I Am is more than just a book. It's a concept. It's a principle. Okay. So being at that time, for me, I didn't have many people who were there for me to look up to say, oh, I see a doctor, or I see a lawyer, or I see a business owner. There wasn't these images. There wasn't these identities in front of me. There wasn't these people that I could take on and look at their person and say, I want to be just like them one day. For me, just for me, it was, rappers was a thing, crack addicts at that time, people that were hustling in the streets, always seen a preacher in the black community for some reason. These are different images that I saw, that I said, okay, I could be like them, or I had to kind of find myself. I didn't know who I was because like I said, my mother was gone, my father was gone. They couldn't pass on the history to me, so I didn't really know who I was. So me, what I ended up doing is gravitating toward, again, as we keep on saying, in the streets. Everybody knows what the streets is now, right? So I was young and I gravitated toward what was the streets. So the things that people were doing, I wanted to be a part of that. People while hanging out, I wanted to be a part of that. My grandmother, my foster grandmother, she was a good, decent woman, but you still wanted to gravitate toward what you saw. So when people were selling things, I wanted to sell too. People were stealing stuff, I wanted to steal too. People were doing what was considered to be cool, I wanted to do that too. So at the age of about 16, I think, I ended up getting in trouble, and I ended up landing myself in what was called a juvenile detention center. So I went to the juvenile detention center, and then from there I ended up going on to what is called a boot camp. And we went to a youth boot camp, and I spent time there. If you picture me in a classroom, you can put me with the youth that you might see today in the inner city, sitting in a classroom. Teacher might have been talking, she's teaching arithmetic, but my mind's processing, like the clock might be ticking, and then my mind might just be creating lyrics to the click of the minute, second hand. So I might have just been sitting there saying from adolescent bones to convalescent homes, back to the essence, was born alone and faced death alone. And 8 was left alone. My grandma was dead and gone. My pops was lifing in the cell. My mom was smoking stones. Then in and out of jail, I'm grown. Now we reminisce on cell phones, about those conversations over telephones. Read of my ABCs. Around the age of 3, she pen paled me from prison. That's back in '83. Fast forward 89, I was like 8 or 9 watching you on TV as they rapped and learned to say the lines. From birth, I nursed some scriptures, burping out allegories. My grandmother, I miss her. I learned all my childhood stories from Slick Rick the ruler, thinking, who's his jeweler? If scriptures was wrote by lyricists, they'd be a little cooler. And it must have grew my future. Now I give testaments over instruments. My words and thoughts are all food for your medulla. So that right there is just a glimpse of, I said some things, so Slick Rick was a rapper. So you wouldn't know that. But he was a rapper, somebody that I looked up to when I took what he said, and I was like, okay, that helped me. So again, life was my classroom. This is a big push for me. Life had to be my classroom because I didn't really have teachers that I looked up to. I didn't have parents, I didn't have these guardians, these figures that I felt were teaching me something that would help me toward my future. So anyway, I took the best of what I can get. Again, I got some teaching that helped to shape me as a young man and helped me to groom me into be the young man that I am today. So when I got that and I grew and I was able to transform my life, as I started going, I started identifying with a purpose. I started identifying with a mission. So I knew that in me, my grandmother that died, she was a preschool, daycare teacher. She dealt with children in some way, So I always knew that I was always going to deal or work with children. I just knew that. I didn't know how I was going to do that. And again, I was off on the wrong course, but when I got back and was able to get back on track, and I started getting different mentors that helped me, gave me wisdom, helped to grow my life, I said, okay, this is going to be my mission to teach children. Anyways, beginning with the end of my having a plan. So with that, with the whole I Am thing, so what if you, as educators, what if us as educators, especially at the early levels, what if children knew or has some type of idea of what they want to be as they progress throughout school. Now, not saying that if they say at whatever elementary age level they say I want to be a doctor, that doesn't mean that hey they're going to continue and say when I get to college I'm going to go to school to be a doctor. They might change that, but what it is doing is for them to set up their thinking and start thinking about what they want to be in their future. So what does that do? That gives them purpose to their education. So say if I'm a lawyer, if I want to be a doctor or a lawyer or whatever I want to be, I start looking at education in a way, how does that serve me going forward? Because the way a doctor might look at math may be different than the way a lawyer might look at it, or reading, etc. But it gives them purpose to what they're doing. What does that do for you as a teacher? Well, now you've built a stronger relationship with your student because you know who's sitting in front of them. Again, they might not continue and go down and say that in the future that they end up being doctors or lawyers. They might change that. But now when you're dealing with them, you're saying, okay, this I got right here, that's a teacher right there, that's a doctor, that's a lawyer, that's a business owner, that's whatever they're going to be. You know, you'll start building a better relationship with them and knowing where they're going, which will help you as a leader to lead them out with education. Does that make sense? Okay? Build better relationships. Also, do away with as many, a lot of discipline problems. Because a lot of times if you're in school, you're sitting in there, you don't know what to do, like your mind is wondering. Or you don't know what's the purpose of why am I in here? Why am I in this process called education? It doesn't really, it's not serving me any purpose. But I feel that students connect to their purpose and what they want to do, then it brings more meaning to what they're doing. All right, so the I am, I'm almost done with this. So I am's in education. Students, so we come in as educators, we're teaching these students all these subjects, math, science, reading, social studies, all these different things, and children are like, what am I doing? You know? So I am, the thing to look at, students are not, I want one of my students to look at education not just as the study of a subject or a person, but for them to actually identify themselves with the subject they're learning. So if you look at science, I am science. Well, how am I science? I'm a living, breathing organism, right? I'm a part of science. I am math, calculations, reasoning, which is the highest form of mental math, logic. I am math. I am history. I am the product of my ancestors. In me is the future. You know, we are history. I'm reading. When I come into contact with you, there's something that I should be able to gather from you. We are like pages in a book. We have a story. Everybody has a story. So education, the I am's of education is that I am that subject that I'm learning. Them looking at themselves to say I am the next teacher. So one thing, you know, that I would do with students, that for them to actually look at themselves, to hold up a mirror to themselves and say, I am the world's next doctor. I am the world's next lawyer. It's just that power in the word I am and what comes after it. Well, actually what comes after the word I am, which gives power to that I am.